Well, now I'm going to make the second deal. Where I was at last time is right here, doing the edges. Well, when I got done with the edges, put them in there, I took the first sheet of this book and I glued it down like that to cover my edge work. I just put Mod Podge on it, took a roller and rolled it out. Alright, that made the cover of this. You see what I'm saying? And then I took this paper here, so I didn't want the pages all glued together. And then I turned around and did the opposite side. I took the first page, glued it down. You could do 2 or 3 pages if you want. I just did 1 page. And just glued it down. You could probably do the second one, make it even look prettier. But then I put this in here. And then that's what I did. And I also are gluing, fixing the little corner there. Then I took wood glue or school glue, Elmer's glue, whatever you want to use. And I glued my angel down. Put him a little bit below center, right, you know. Okay. Now, the fun part starts. I take this stuff here, and now I'm going to make it look distressed with the green. You can choose any color, but it's being copper, I want to do it in green, so it looks like a rustic. And let's see, give me a stock. You can use scrap paper, but I'd had some paper stock, so I just use it. Let's put that right there. And put enough one in there because I get messy with this stuff. Alright. Let me get that out of the way. I don't want to spill water. Take me a brush. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do this edge up to here first. So, I just squirt me a little bit right there. Don't take much. That's why I use scrap paper. And then I sort of paint it like that. So, oh, that's awful green. That's a lot of green. Yeah, that's a lot of green. But now, we got a trick coming up here in just a minute. I want to make sure that end gets on there, right? Alright. I told you I use all these. You can use a paper towel. I like these handy wipes because they're wet. And you can just rub it in. You know what I'm saying? Just rub it, you know. Alright, you got that? You don't, if you got too much, you can just take it off. Put it back. Just put a little bit back. There we go. See there? There we go. Alright, I got my edge. Now, I take this and I come out from the center. Now this dries pretty fast, but you can take this as you, and if you get a dry brush, you can get that out of there if you don't want too much of it. See what I'm saying? If you think it's too much, just get a dry brush, take it out, put a little bit up on his wings. See there? Okay. You don't have to get in a hurry with this. See what I'm saying? Okay, like I said, put a little green. Then take your dry brush and just sort of wob it around. If you don't like how it looks, let's say, okay, that's a little coppery in there, so I'll just take a little of that out. Greenish color. Just take your time and just put it on there. I mean, there's no good way, right? Whatever, how much you like is what you like. You know, or when you're distressing, it's up to, oops, dropped my pencil. With my brush, I mean. It's up to you what you like. See what I'm saying? You got too much, just put some of it out. Now it'll take me a while to do this, but let's work on this angel. Okay. I paint these wings completely green, and then I take this and a little bit on his face, a little bit off them there. If you get a little bit too much, you can paper towel. Paper towel, trying to. Okay. Dab it in a little bit of water. You know, then pat it. See what I'm saying? Whatever you like is what you like. It don't have to be something somebody else likes. And then I can get my table all painted. This is my antique desk anyway. My wife would have killed me if she'd have knew I used it for this. Oh well. But anyway, just get some more. And arts and crafts or doing stuff, it's all up to you what you like. I mean, you don't have to go to the beat of somebody else's drum. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to, and don't pay no attention to critics or anybody else. Just do what you want. That's what I do. I enjoy my life better. This angel says, angels from form friendship greater having their joy, or something like that. It says on it. I can't even see it now. I'm gonna have to stress it so I can read it. How about that? I'll just stress it so I can read it. There we go. Just get a little bit of it off. I'll put it in there. I get too much. So it'll work with the grain. You know how if it was out in the weather, how it would turn green and stuff. I just take my time, get my edge. That's why I got this paper in between here, supposedly. I can get it. It's do that edge. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I think I'm gonna need some of this to make it go further. That's what I do. It's water-based paint, acrylic. Water-based, basically. You got too much, just wipe some of it off. You don't have to say, oh, I got too much, I don't run it. No, just wipe some off. Keep going. I want this one a little darker than the other. It's been in the weather for 100 years. Let's say it's one of them books that's been there for 100 years. I want that piece of paper though. Nasty sticky stuff. Like if you ever look at the copper sheeting on the Statue of Liberty, that's about the width of a penny, they say. Well, your aluminum sheeting is about the same. It ain't very thick. Put this in there, soak it up. I use a little water. You get the general idea anyway, hopefully. Just make sure you get enough on there and that you can take some of it off. That's what I do. I can always take it back off with water, and if it dries, I can take it off with a little bit of alcohol or something like that. Okay, I make enough mess here, I'll tell you that. I need to take some of this off with this. Now that I took some of it off, put some back. I just play with this for hours. You can make it darker in spots, lighter in spots. it'll collect around these little grooves here. See there? It'll collect around them little grooves. Poke it in them little cracks. I'm making my angel a little dark. I don't care. You can do this in all pretty colors. I mean, you can get some colors that you would not believe in how pretty they are. But I'm trying to make it distressed with basically 2 colors here. You can put a little brown in this if you like. Makes it look a little stranger. A little bit weirder. Older. Just put it on there and wipe it off. Put it on there and wipe it off. I'm doing the front of this book basically so you can get a general idea a little bit. Her face out there so she can have a little copper looking. It's probably a little bit more copper than you want, or greenish than you want, but I like it a little green. I mean, it's like 100 years old sitting there. I put this paper here so these edges, I'm going to get that edge. On a dry spot, poke it in there and soak it up, see? Put it a little back because it looks a little too shiny. You don't want it too shiny, you know, it's supposed to be a 100-year-old book. There you go, look at her. Look at her go. See there? Let's make it look like a 100-year-old book there. A little bit more gray in that, green in that. And then I go to the edge. Now when you open this up, make sure you don't touch your stuff. But you can sit here and barely work this edge. If you get a little bit over on the paper, just, well, wrong towel. Alright, I wipe it off this one. When I get to putting the inside that covers, it ain't gonna matter that much. But all my glue came off there. See that? I shouldn't have done that till it good dried. That's why I'm only gonna do the side till that paint dries. That's what I'm gonna do. Just leave it at that till that dries. Shouldn't have opened it up. Well. Stay there. Make sure now I get it back in there. Get that glue on there and push it down. But that's what I got. Need to finish the other side. See there? We can bring it up a little closer. Now basically I'm waiting till that dries. And that's it. Just have to wait. And I'm not going to let you guys just come there and wait with me. But in here, if I don't like that, what I can do is, oh, I got green on it. That's why I always just do one. Then I can take this one after it dries and put it over the top of it. See what I'm saying? You'll never see it at all. Oops. That's why I said 2 or 3 pages. Sometimes you have to glue down. And then that is not glued down till there. But that's what I'm doing. And you can do all kinds of designs. I'm going to save some of this because it'll dry. And I ain't got quite very much of this color left. Because that's what I like. Put it in water. Put it in water. But that's basically, you get the general idea that you can use any color. Get my fingers with that glue and stuff. It just drives me crazy. But, like I said, you can't make a mistake. If you can, hey, you can fix it. I made a mistake by turning this over before it was dry and getting green on this side page. I'll just take another page and cover it up. I got my little angel a little bit crooked, but I think that leads to the ambiance of it. There we go. And that's a little bit too much green in there. Rub it with my finger. But that's it. And I've got to get that glue spot wet open in that book till that dries. That's what I'm doing. And this is part 2. Seeing if it's got too much green, but that's about it. Now, I had 2 angels. I had this other angel here. I was going to put this one on here. But I'm going to save this for a children's book since it's got cherubs in it. So I just used this one here. And I think I did a pretty fair job. I'm not perfect about anything. Let's see here. I want to make sure that since I moved it, and the glue came off of there, I want to make sure that I don't like her face that dark. Oh well, she's brassy. There we go. All right. That was part 2. Oop. That's why I use these handy wipes. I use the snot out of them. And I'm going to use that to put them back in there and make a trash bucket. I had a trash bucket over here. Once upon a time, I did. I put in some more handy wipes. I got plenty. Well, I hope you learned something. You probably already knew it, but there's what you got. I've got the other side to do. And that'll dry if I just leave it alone and quit playing with it. There's my artist knife. I've got to find my bone, makes the lines or creeper, whatever. All right then. I hope that you get a chance to watch it. I'm looking at stuff now. All right, let me stop you right there. All right. Like I said, it'll be like this book here. I'll put some tags in it. I think I'll just put, instead of having tags, I usually put tags in it and then, or stuff like that. But in this one to come, I think I'll just put a deal like this in it, and it'll tell a little bit about angels of God, and so on and so forth. And that's what it's going to represent, 72 angels of God. Have a great one. There you go.